Hello dear student. So already we have completed few topics related with electrostatic potential and capacitance chapter. So mainly this chapter should be classified as two parts. First part, electric potential, that is already we are finished. Now we are focusing on capacitance. So this capacitance will plays a crucial role in a board purpose as well as competitive exams like a NEET and JEE purpose. So please focus well. Definitely you will get a clear idea about this topic. If you watch the lecture starting to ending, definitely you will get a clear idea about this topic. My dear, this capacitance will plays a crucial role in competitive purpose also. Okay, so now observe carefully. First of all, capacitor. So in our daily life, we are using so many electric devices like electric fan, electric motor, so and electric coolers. So we are using several devices. Those are all devices or works at very high currents. So my dear, observe carefully. In our daily life, we are using some electric devices, like electric fan, motor, coolers, etc. These electric devices required high amount of current to start. The electric devices require high amount of current to start. So I hope you are all understood this point. In our daily life, we are using some electric devices like electric fan, electric motor, electric cooler, like the devices we are using. These are all devices that requires high amount of current to start them. It requires more amount of current to start. For example, if you consider electric fan requires more amount of current. Here, large amount of current to start the electric fan, not run. So keep it in mind. That is the difference. To run electric fan need not require high amount of current, but to start electric fan requires high amount of current. Am I right? So we want here more amount of current to start the electric devices. Then how can we provide that large amount of current? If we are using like a battery source, it will provide some 10 volts or 10 amps or 5 amps of current. So what is a device useful to give large amount of current at once? So for that purpose we are using capacitors. Capacitor stores electrical energy or electric charge, and it delivers huge amount of current at once. My dear, observe carefully. The electric fan, electric motor and air cooler, some camera flashlight, these are all requires high amount of current to start them. So we have to use some capacitors. What is the use of these capacitors? This capacitor stores electrical energy, electric charge, and it supplies and it delivers this whole electric charge, whole electric current at once. That purpose we are using these capacitors. Okay, so this is a main thing about capacitors. Okay, capacitor stores electrical energy or electric charge and it delivers huge amount of current at once. Okay, then definitely electric fan or it may be electric motor or it may be coolers, these are all going to be work, because to start them, to start these electric devices, we require high amount of current. So to run these devices, no need of high current. So please so understand the difference here. To run electric fan, no need of high currents, but to start electric fan, we require high amount of current. So for that purpose, we are using capacitors. Capacitors delivers electrical energy or electric current at once, high amount of electric current at once. For that purpose, we are using capacitors. I hope you understood this. Next, we are going to discuss few more concepts next. So why we are using capacitors? Capacitor stores electrical energy or electric charge. It delivers electrical energy or electric current at once. Suddenly it delivers. For that purpose we are using capacitors. So if you observe electric fans, while connecting this electric connections of electric fan, if you observe clearly, some cylindrical shape, some capacitors are there, cylindrical shape capacitors. Are you observed? So while you are observing fans, some cylindrical shape capacitors are connected to fan. This is a shape of capacitors. Okay, cylindrical shape. Capacitors should be in different shapes. But if you are observing fans, while we are observing fans, this type of some device is there, that is a capacitor, cylindrical capacitor. So now observe carefully. Next one is capacitance. So capacitor, all of you understood, I think. Now capacitance. What is meant by capacitance? Capacitance, it is the property of capacitor. It is the property of capacitor. Okay, very important. What is meant by capacitance? Capacitance is the property of capacitor. My dear, so observe carefully here. It is the property of capacitor. Capacitance is the property of capacitor, and definition of capacitance is capacitance is nothing but ability to hold electrical energy. Capacitance is nothing but what? Ability to hold electrical energy. So that ability to hold electrical energy is called capacitance. Next, we can define capacitance like this also. First of all, what is the formula of capacitance? What is the formula of capacitance? Formula of capacitance. Capacitance C is equal to, generally charge Q is equal to CV, then capacitance C is equal to Q by V. Okay, so that is nothing but capacitance C is equal to charge by electric potential, electric potential, electric potential, charge by electric potential. So now observe carefully, how can we define capacitance by using formula? By using formula, how can we define? Observe carefully. Amount of charge required, amount of charge required, amount of charge required to rise electric potential, amount of charge required to rise electric potential by 1 unit is called capacitance. Please observe formula. You will get a definition very clear. Amount of charge required to rise electric potential by 1 unit. Amount of charge required to rise electric potential, to rise electric potential by 1 unit. Okay, so is called capacitance. Is called capacitance. So we can define capacitance like this also. Capacitance is a property of capacitor. Capacitance is nothing but ability to hold electrical energy. Next, capacitance can be defined like this also. Amount of charge required to rise electric potential by 1 unit is called capacitance. So next, what is the unit of this? What is the unit? What is the unit of capacitance? Capacitance unit is, observe formula, charge by potential, electric potential. That means charge having unit coulomb by potential having a unit volt, coulomb per volt, coulomb per volt, coulomb per volt. So coulomb per volt, how can we indicate it with the symbol C by V? Coulomb per volt. So this coulomb per volt is also written as farad. Farad. This is a SI unit. This is SI unit. What is the SI unit of capacitance? Please observe formula. From the formula only we can write unit. In numerator, charge is there. Unit of charge is the coulomb by, in denominator, electric potential is there. Unit of electric potential is volt. Coulomb by volt. Coulomb by volt is also called as a farad. So SI unit of capacitance is farad. Okay. What is the function of capacitor? The function of capacitor is stores electrical energy and delivers electrical energy or electric current at once. Suddenly it delivers. At a time it will deliver. That is the main function of capacitor. Next, this is SI unit of capacitor. So next, we should write a dimensional formula of this capacitance. Dimensional formula. So I hope all of you understood this. Next we will discuss dimensional formula of capacitance. If you know the unit, it is easy to write dimensional formula. Dimensional formula of capacitance. Dimensional formula of capacitance. So please observe carefully. Dimensional formula of capacitance. Dimensional formula of capacitance. Okay, so here dimensional formula of capacitance. First of all, what is SI unit? SI unit is equal to coulomb per volt. Coulomb per volt. What is the formula? Formula. Capacitance C is equal to Q by V. Capacitance C is equal to Q by V. This is the formula. and here observe carefully, C is equal to Q by V. You know that W is equal to VQ, then V is equal to W by Q. W by Q. W is equal to VQ, then V is equal to W by Q. So electric potential is nothing but work done by charge. So you can replace here Q by V is nothing but W by Q, nothing but Q square by W. Q square by W. Capacitance can be written like this also. Capacitance formula we are written in the form of work done, Q square by W. That means Q square by W. Here Q square is nothing but Coulomb square. Work done unit is Newton into meter. Newton into meter. Coulomb square is nothing but Coulomb can be written as current into time. Current into time. That means 1 coulomb is equal to, so you should write like this here, Coulomb square. What is the unit of charge here? Unit of charge is a coulomb. Unit of charge is a coulomb. That's why Coulomb square. Work done unit is Newton into meter. Newton into meter I written. 1 coulomb is equal to, you know that, 1 ampere into 1 second. 1 ampere into 1 second. That means 1 coulomb is equal to here what? Here ampere into second whole square by Newton into meter. So ampere into second. We can write ampere square into second square by ampere square into second square by Newton into meter. Newton into meter. So we can write like this. Ampere square can be written as A square only, represent ampere square in A square only. Second, you know that second can be represented in T. A meter can be represented in as a form of here L. Kg can be represented as M. You know already this. Am I right? So that means a Newton can be written as mass into acceleration. That means kg into meter per second square. That means mlt power minus 2. mlt power minus 2. So this is the second square means t square, and here n means mlt power minus 2. mlt power minus 2. Next, this is Newton into meter. Meter can be written as L. So then finally we represented as m power minus 1, m power minus 1, L power minus 2, L power minus 2, L power minus 2, T power T square 2 minus of minus plus 2. That means T power 4, T power 4 and A square. T power 4 A square. Thus is a dimensional formula of capacitance. Dimensional formula of capacitance is what? M power minus 1, L power minus 2, T power 4 into A square. My dear, up to now we discussed definition of capacitance, formula of capacitance, unit of capacitance, dimensional formula of capacitance. These are very, very important, and few more topics we'll discuss. After that, we'll close this session. My dear, already we discussed definition, unit and dimensional formula. Now we are going to discuss very, very important points about the capacitance. Please observe carefully. Factors affecting on capacitance. Capacitance or capacitance depending factors. Okay, factors affecting on capacitance or capacitance depending factors. At what factors capacitance will depends? This is very, very important. Factor 1. It depends upon shape and size of conductors. Shape and size of conductor. It depends upon shape and size of conductor. If shape of the conductor is differ, then capacitance will change. If size of the conductor will differ, definitely capacitance will be changed. Capacitance will depends upon shape and size of conductor. Next, second point. Capacitance depends upon nature of surrounding medium. Nature of surrounding medium. Capacitance depends upon nature of surrounding medium. Medium also very, very important. Capacitance must depends upon nature of medium. In air medium capacitance is different. In that means kerosene medium capacitance is different. In mica capacitance is different. In metal medium capacitance is different. If medium will change, then capacitance will change. Next, third factor. So these are dependent factors and independent factors. So now we'll write capacitance independent upon charge, independent upon charge and potential difference. So these are very, very important. Capacitance is independent upon charge and potential difference. So now you have doubt. So actually formula of capacitance is C is equal to Q by V. But you are telling that capacitance is independent upon charge. Capacitance is independent upon potential by. Sometimes in the formula, for example, density formula is what? Mass by volume. Density formula is what? Mass by volume. Density is independent upon mass. Density is independent upon mass. Sometimes the parameters are exist in the formula, but the parameter independent upon that quantities in the formula. So here observe carefully. Similarly, here capacitance formula is Q by V. But capacitance is independent upon charge. Capacitance is independent upon electric potential. Okay. So capacitance is independent upon Q and delta V. This is also very, very important. And it is independent upon nature of material. Capacitance is independent upon nature of material. Capacitance is independent upon charge and potential difference. Capacitance depends upon size of the conductor, shape of the conductor. Capacitance depends upon nature of surrounding medium. So these are very, very important points. So this is a introduction about capacitance. I hope all of you understood this lecture. While watching this lecture, if you will get any doubt, feel free to mention in comment box. So again, I'll come back with the new concepts and new formulas. So I hope you are all understood this session. So please practice these concepts. So definitely you will get clear idea. While solving numericals, these concepts are very, very helpful. So all the very best.